Hello friends, today we will do an exercise based on WH questions in the past continuous or progressive tense. Alright? Yes. So the first step is, when you get a sentence, the first step is to find out the right question word, the appropriate question word. Understand? The suitable question word. See, the first sentence you can see, she was taking interest in her studies. So the first, what comes first in your mind is what? Isn't it? So you can make a question like this. What was she taking interest? Or in what was she taking interest? Then the answer will be, she was taking interest in her studies. Understand? So here the question word is what? And once you know the question word, the question is very easy. Can be, as we have already seen, question word has to be brought at the beginning. Before that, you have to change subject and verb. First part of the verb. Because we have got two parts here. Then you can say, what was she taking interest in? Dryden will not agree to this, but you can use it, is not a mistake. He was talking to the master. So, what comes to your mind, the question word? Whom? Yes. So, you can say, whom was he talking? Whom was he talking? They were planting trees. So what will be the what? So what were they planting? What were they planting? What were they planting? Fourth. She was cooking food to feed the poor. Question word is whom? Say it. Say it. She was cooking food to feed the poor. Whom? So if you say whom, for whom was she cooking food? For whom was she? For whom was she cooking food? For whom was she cooking food? Or a better option will be, for whom you may find it difficult, you have to bring for and all those things. No? So you can say simple, and the better option I think here it would be, because that is the other one is a bit complicated. No? So now, why was she cooking food? Why was she cooking food? So the answer is, she was cooking food to feed the poor. The students were playing for about 6 hours. Length of time. How long were the students playing? How long were the students playing? How long were the students playing? Alright, next. They were going up to the foot of the hill. That is distance. How far? How far were they going? How far were they going? That is the limit. People were wasting too much water. The summer is, you have a feel of summer, no, don't waste water. So then what will be? People were wasting too much water. How much water were the people wasting? How much water water were the people wasting? How much water were the people wasting? Some 50 students were helping them. How many students? Sorry, number. How many students were helping them? How many students were helping them? They were doing it well. So you should get the answer well. So how were they doing it? How were they doing it? How were they doing it? We were planning to visit the sick twice a week. That is frequency. How often? How often were you? We will become you. Were you planning? How often were you planning to visit the sick? Question. And they were moving outside the boundaries. Place. Where were they moving? Where were they? Where were they moving? They were moving outside the boundaries. He was carrying his friend's burden. Whose burden was he carrying? Whose burden? Whose burden was he carrying? Very rare people do this, isn't it? Yes. Yesterday they were attending classes on English grammar. Do you like it? Yes. So, when were they attending classes? When? When were they attending classes, etc. English grammar? He was telling a story. He, answer he. Who was telling a story? Who? Who was telling a story? You can also have another option. What was he telling? What was he telling? The answer will be story. If you want to get the answer he, then you should say who. She was taking this one with her. Which one was she taking with her? Which one was she taking with her? I think now you know the mechanism of making questions. If a sentence is given, a statement is given, then you can easily make them the yes or no question or WH question. WH questions, they give new information. So they are called question word questions or X questions. X. X there means the new information. X questions. You call them also. In some grammar books you will find X questions. X questions means this X is the answer. X stands for the answer. So you have all the question words here. What, when, what, why, how long, how far, how much, how many, how means yes, why, yes, why, how, the way, manner, how often, where, whose, who, which. I think I have covered all the question words. So this is how we make questions in English. Now, if you roll out, you should be able to roll back. Suppose you have given a question like this. When was he, so whom was he talking? Then he was talking to somebody. That's all. Or you get it. How many students were, how many students were, what is the question? Many students, yes. So many sentences, that is the sentence. Yesterday they were, how many? Some 50 students were helping them. So you answer, number. How many students were helping them? You can say, it is here written. Oh, here it is. The break should come here. How many students were helping them? You can say, many students were helping them. Some students were helping them. Depends like that. So, this is what I want to impress upon you. That these are not separate sentences. They are changed forms or transforms. Transforms. T-R-A-N-S, forms. Transformer, you know, so changed form. So transforms of basic sentences. Because this idea, if you keep in your mind, it will be very easy for you when we do direct speech and indirect speech. You will be asked to write direct speech into indirect speech, then all the questions will have to be changed into statements. So if you know this relationship, then it will become very easy for you. Alright? So bye, have a nice time, enjoy your life.